Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Bebop here. Today's video, we're going to talk about the Season 10 update, the long queues, the goods, the positives, the bads, the uglies, and let's jump right into it. The main story quest was actually done really good. I enjoyed the hell out of that. When I was able to get past the long queue, if you are on any server, I'm sure you had to deal with a queue. If you're on Nisa, you've had to deal with the queue times 2. Okay, the queue out there is so long, like 7,000 to 8,000 every day. So if you don't get on early and just stay on all day, if you don't have that luxury, then you are stuck in the queue forever. Now, if you're on American servers, it seems to be a lot easier to get in, especially on the West Coast servers like El Dorado. But on the US East, Valhalla, there could be a queue, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 at times, but nothing too crazy. I think I saw 3,000 the other day getting in on my character over there. But some of the boss fights and scenes that they did in the new area, which the new area looked absolutely great also, but these new fights looked pretty cool, man. I hope they have solo trials of these that actually get a little bit harder or a lot harder, and that would be some real fun repeatable content. Now, I've had people ask me, how do I beat the last boss? The last boss is a little bit challenging and difficult. If you can get him past half health, he'll go through this little scene, little cutscene or whatnot, and he'll come back and try to fight you some more. If you wait until you see the green circle on the ground, try to get him lured over there to the green circle, and then, you know, get him rooted. That will give you like a ×2 buff or something, it seems like. So that's how you get rid of him and can kill him early. I didn't really want to spoil it, so I cut it off early. If you're interested in getting shards, the best way to do it is capture the flag, in my opinion. You get 150 whether you win or lose. Now, there was an update today. I don't know if they changed that. They might be addressing that soon, so I would take advantage of it now if you want to get shards quickly. Because in capture or OPR, if you lose, you only get 90. In capture the flag, you win or lose, you get 150. So there was a bunch of us that first day just absolutely hanging out, getting through it quick enough with a gentleman's agreement. We will score the winning, flag after the 5-minute mark and get the max amount of score. And it was absolutely crazy that night. A bunch of enemies just standing around, trolling each other. We all knew what was up. We were just trying to get the shards. And a lot of that's kind of going on right now. And I know OPR is having a lot of one-shot range builds going on. Woo! Good luck out there in PvP land right now. Now, since the Hive has been having the first round or the first boss fight bug issue of DCing, I did not want to take the chance. It took, like, the first 2 days, I really couldn't even get on my Nisa character, my main character, to even upgrade, do the main story quest, and progress. So I wasn't going to take a chance on going into the first boss fight of the Hive and DCing, because a 7,000 queue is going to take hours. So I've been doing a lot of the catacombs. Now, the catacombs is absolutely a blast. You go through, and if you're lucky enough, you can actually jump from stone to stone and not fall in the acid, but I think everybody's going to have that moment. Not a big deal. But you go around, you unlock areas. There is a map. Now, the map is going to be all blacked out. You just got to randomly go find where the boss fights are, where the buff rooms are, where you can get like perks to jump farther, or, when you get a critical, you could drop healing on the ground for teammates, that kind of stuff. And then there's also rooms that you want to clear to basically give you more health and more damage. So when you get enough health and damage and perks, then you want to start taking on the boss fights. And every time you beat a boss, it gets a lot harder. Okay, so if you can make it to the 3rd or 4th boss, you're going to see a big increase in damage that you're going to be taking, and they are really tough. There are some tough enemies throughout, not just the boss fight, but the mobs. Shit. Okay, the blunderbuss guy, he will surprise you because you'll just think he's another mob, and then he will send some rounds your way, and they will knock you pretty quick, so be careful. Now, I said the best way to get shards was capture the flag. The best way to get gear, in my opinion, is catacombs. If you can come in here, kill some bosses and some mobs, and make it out safely, you will get 2 different currency types. One is going to be basically a silver currency. One's going to be a gold. I forgot what exactly the name is. And then when you kill bosses, you can get out of there. You basically get like, after the first boss, which doesn't give you any gold, you get like 1 gold per boss. And then when you get out of there, you can go to the castle in the new area and you can spend it at the Catacombs vendor. The Catacombs vendor is very similar to what the CK pool it was with the doubloons. You can get purple boxes that will give you up to like a 750 gear score item, and it's going to be random and loot biased. And then you can also get gold schematics for like arms, gloves, feet, you know, that kind of stuff, weapons. You can do random weapon rolls with the gold boxes also, so make sure you have whatever weapon you're trying to get. And you're gonna have to open up plenty good amount of these boxes because you're gonna get a lot of stuff that you might not want to use right off rip. So it makes grinding Catacombs a lot more fun, that you're gonna go back, you're gonna get some more currency, and then take it back to the vendor and open up and see what you get. Now, what you could do also, if you have your crafting up, you could go to the crafting stations. If you have your crafting over 205, you'll be able to, you know, pay half the price to be able to craft your own gear. And then that way you can pick your perk that you want to lock in and then random roll that way also. So I wouldn't delete any gear that you're really picking up from the Catacomb vendors, because even though it might not have a gem slot, you might not need a gem slot later on down the road when we better understand the gear. I will be updating a lot of the video or the builds here soon. Just hadn't had the time to get on with the cubes and everything on the main character. So bear with me here. I know I hadn't uploaded a video in a couple days.
Holy shit.
And so I just want to put this one out there, let you know I have been streaming and I give out a lot of information during the stream. So if you want to, you can stop by there on Twitch every day. And also when you go into different streams, you ask what's BIS, what's BIS with this, you know, running spear, what's a BIS spear. You first need to scale back what you're, you know, asking, okay? You want to say, you know, looking for a spear, I main spear in PvP, or I main spear in PvE, this type of content, Hive, or in M3s, or M1 and 2 onlys. I main spear. What should I look for in a spear? No, you know, what should I look for offhand? What would be offhand? There is no BIS. It's all role definition. So what's your group comp asking you to do? If you ever watch myself run M3s or any top M3 runners, we have to basically, you know, be a chameleon. We got to change with the environment. All right. If other people are coming in using Aconite offhand, okay, I'm going to go Inferno or Blunderbuss or something else different. You need to be adaptive, and it's based on group comp and what you can do to add damage as a group. So there is no one set BIS for all occasions. You need to define what your role is or what your roles are, and then ask what do you think would be good for that situation. Not anybody really knows what the top BIS of, you know, PvE will be yet. All right, we're still finding out perks. Other than that, don't be afraid to invest in your own gear, your own time, and make your own stuff and make it to what you do best. Don't worry about what everybody thinks. Stop worrying about whatever the top biz players are running, okay? Because shit changes every week. Now, just have fun out there and enjoy the game, people. And just want to make this quick video. And I will make a full breakdown of the Catacombs here, hopefully today, this evening, and go over exactly what you need to do and how to do it the best way, in my opinion. And that way you can get your gear, in my opinion, the best way to farm gear. You'll know the best strategy to do so. All right, well, I'll see you on the next video. Hope you all are having a good time, and I will see y'all later.
Holy shit,